This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
That's a hell of a way to start the morning. Let me just say, Iron Maiden, 2 minutes to midnight. Well done, Ian, our music director. It's Philly Joe and Vicki. Good morning. Welcome to your Thursday. It's 6:10.
Yeah, that definitely took away the eye rub this morning. You didn't have to do that.
No.
With Maiden starting us off.
Good to go. Vicki, what's... Joe has talked in great detail about, like, you guys get more wildlife. Like, you're from the same sort of part of town, right? Or no?
I'm in Charleswood,
Yeah.
and she's in St. James.
Okay, so Joe has seen a bear before on his way into work. I don't know.
You saw a bear?
Well, this is funny that, yes, but Phil never believed me. I love how he...
I'm questioning it.
Yes.
I
yes.
gave him some. Are you, like, for a while, I gave him a little bit of, like, are you sure it wasn't a big dog? A little bit of that, and he did not appreciate it because...
It's a small bear.
Though we have
bear.
seen reports of them getting stuck in trees and they got to bring the wildlife people
Yes.
in, so...
I live about a block from the river, too, so
Yeah.
sometimes you get extra wildlife because of that, right? So...
I've seen a fox the last 3 days.
Well, that's what I
fox
want to...
we've seen, yes.
You've been keeping us up to date, tracking a fox in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And the last couple of days, you saw the fox with some food in its mouth yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday I think it had a squirrel or something, and then today it was actually on my street.
Made it all the way.
Maybe not the same fox, but
Well, you could probably.
a fox.
Yeah.
They hang out-
I never see foxes.
Until this year.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
and more of them now.
Yeah.
Year of the fox.
I mean, I drive by the Assiniboine Forest every day coming to work, so it's likely you're going to see the odd one pop out of there running across the street with something. Mm-hmm. But a lot of deer, but still.
Well,
I
yeah.
haven't seen any deer, which is odd because normally that's what the wildlife I see.
Right, right.
It jumps up. It jumps out at you when you see a coyote or a fox. It's
Yes.
because we go to work so early that that they tend to. If you're going to see one, this would be the time of day. Really, late at night or early in the morning.
For sure.
And I don't know about you, but immediately you think to yourself, "Is that a dog?" And then you're like, "No, that is not a dog. That is either that's a fox or a coyote."
We had a coyote in the neighborhood, too, in the
Really?
forest.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, on its own. It was a solo, which was better than usually when they start packing. But foxes, there's a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
These little mangy foxes, they just kind of bounce when they
Yep.
they
They are
cross
kinda
the
cute.
street.
They
Yeah.
look happier. They look happier
Yeah.
than coyotes. Just look grouchy. I don't know. Fox.
Well, yeah,
But they're
listen,
sneaky.
Yeah.
Coyotes have had a bad rap since the Bugs Bunny cartoons. Like, they don't even come across smart because of the cartoon, right?
Yeah.
They've always
Yeah.
had a bad rap.
They must be. Well, that's a good reason to be pissed off all the time.
I'd love to see a roadrunner one of these mornings.
Now that would be amazing.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Pink Floyd week, the best one yet. The best one yet. Thank you to Ian up in Canterbury Park there in a country all of itself there. You nailed it with Pink Floyd. Also, to add in there a band that's been doing music for over 25 quarter century, well over a quarter century, and nothing but rock and roll. Well, a little bit on the heavier side, but Tool. We got to think about Mr. MJK, the one and only. Did we already do that? The Tool week? Because if we did, I missed out on that one, or maybe I just, whoa.
I don't think we've had a Tool week.
I do not believe so. This week, though, the 50th anniversary of Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. So that'll be celebrated on Sunday, the Sunday Night Vinyl series as well, if you want to hear that in its entirety. Just sit back and You know what usually happens when you're listening to a full Pink Floyd album?
Yeah,
Chill,
that's
relax.
right.
Yeah.
By the way, yes, Ian, our music director from Canterbury, or he lives in Canterbury Park. I always see him walking his dog. I'm like, Ian! Like, I think I scare him sometimes when I yell at him, but he's a good guy, and he does a hell of a job. Thank you for that call, John, with the joke.
I'm hoping with curbside giveaway. Is it this weekend?
Yeah, it is.
That
Giveaway
Ian
weekend.
has a box of records out there people can pick up.
That would be amazing if
Then
he
you
did.
know which house Ian's is in Canterbury Park.
We'll check with him. He's more concerned.
CDs.
Yeah. He's more concerned about his Chicago Bears right now, though.
Oof.
He's a big Bears fan. Okay, we all love to play the If I Won the Lottery game. Very common.
Sure.
Hey, a buddy was telling me this. I'm not sure if it's true, but it kind of begs the question. So a guy won the lottery, got himself a couple $1 million, and doesn't have a wife or kids to spend the money on. So he decided to go back to work with a suitcase full of cash. And everybody that was nice to him, he gave him $1,000 for every year that they worked there. And everybody who was mean to, he just nodded and said goodbye to them. That's a great idea. I don't know what I would do if I won the lottery. Like, maybe I would go to Hawaii and call my boss Colette and tell him I'm not coming into work tomorrow. I'm not really sure which way I'd go, but it would be fun.
Call collect.
Yeah.
That's your best flex.
Extravagant ways to quit your job or celebrate the money.
Yeah, kind of risky walking around with a suitcase full of money,
Yeah,
I got to
that's
say.
right.
I don't know if that's a true story or folklore, but what a great story.
Yeah.
Though, like, get some redemption walking in going, hey, you've been a jack-off since that word came up yesterday.
Yeah.
You get nothing. This guy here, 22 years. You've been there the same amount of time, and you're reeling off a G note for every year the guy's there. That's
Bold.
pretty cool.
That
Yep,
is.
yep.
Why is he walking in with a suitcase to work, though, right?
That's
Can
right.
he e-transfer?
The suitcase of cash. Yeah,
You know what, though? There's no Hollywood to e-transfer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, Vicki? You can't walk into the workplace and look at the guy that was a dink to you for 22
Yeah.
years and look at the next guy and go, I just e-transferred you.
Sure.
You got to showboat the money.
True.
It has more impact
Yes.
that way. Okay, Hooligan, and I think it's movies or TV shows anyway.
First of all, I don't have Netflix, Amazon Prime. I don't pay for streaming service. I'm not cheap. Let's not go there. Just you get those subscriptions, you find some movies, and then you're looking for something. You're looking for something to watch, and you can't find. You watch anyways. I watch Tubi all the time. That TUBI free commercials. Big deal. There's commercials on the other ones that you pay for. Anyways, I came across. It's called Girl, You Know It's True. It's a true story movie of Milli Vanilli. Now, first of all, I never liked those guys. I don't like their music. But I'm telling you, that movie was spot on. That movie was excellent acting, everything. And the true story, which I never knew the whole story, but now I do. There's lots of great movies on Tubi. I watch it all the time. There's lots of older movies, newer movies. Great.
I don't think I have Tubi, or does
I think everyone
Oh, we
can
do
have
get-
Tubi.
okay.
Yeah, it's one of those free ones.
What's the other one? Pluto? There's
Yeah.
a Pluto, and there's a Tubi. I think they're the same idea. Like,
Wait a minute. Pluto's Goofy's dog, isn't
Yeah,
he?
well, things are getting goofy when it comes
And
to
a former
streaming.
planet.
Yes.
That's right. Okay. This is the other Philly, and he's just hell-bent on getting some form of like race of the century, but in the water. Like, he won't let this swim meet thing go, and now he's
Okay.
taking it in another direction.
Philly, Joe, Vicki, I love you all. It's the other Philly from Eastside Heavy Truck. Just wanted to say about the swim meet. If we can get that on the table, definitely he's down. Also, what are you guys' thoughts on, you go to the Pam Am. Have any of you gone off the diving platforms?
No way.
No.
And
I have.
how come I can't go onto the third one? Is that I have to be a specialized swimmer? And back to the point of the lifeguard, I was one color away from being a lifeguard. I could have done it. I should have done it. Anyways, shout out. Love you guys.
We're not having a diving
You know
competition.
what? It's the funniest thing. I'm scared of heights. I don't know when I became scared of heights, but when we were younger, it was a school thing. We went to Pam Am and climbed up there and came off, I think, is it 5 meters? The diving
10,
board?
I think,
Well, I don't
isn't it?
remember 10, but 5.
Okay, suddenly the
Yes.
story's changing a little bit.
No, I stayed at 5. You changed it to 10, but I'm going to 5. I did do it once. And I remember that, and it was the weirdest, most exhilarating feeling as a young person. And then I don't know what happened, but I would never be able to do it again.
Yeah.
Scared by heights. But that's not a competition.
No, we're
that's
not
a
doing-
death trap for
No.
somebody.
Keeping it out of the water.
I don't know why he can't jump off of it, though. I think you just have to swim some laps to
Yes,
do it,
you
right?
have to,
And then
to go in the deep end, because my kids have to do this. If you want to go in the deep end at a pool, you got to show the lifeguard that you can
Yes.
swim like 3 or 4
Right.
laps, and then you can
Oh, yeah,
go
yeah,
on the
that's
diving
great.
boards. Yep.
I once threw up in Pan Am pool.
Oh,
So there's that.
you were the reason they had to close
Yeah.
the pool for a few hours.
Here's the thing: they didn't close the pool. That's a little alarming.
The
Things
chlorine.
have changed, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Chlorine takes care of that stuff. Let's wrap with Rager, and he's not happy with you guys because on Would You
Yeah,
Rather
I know.
Wednesday,
I knew it was coming.
what was it? It was a gang of assassins is after you. Would you rather be protected by Big N or Rager? I went Rager. You guys went Big N.
Good morning, Rager here. Calling because I heard I lost. Would you rather 2-1 to Big N on protecting you guys from lethal assassins out in the wilderness? I can't believe that. Joe, Vicki, come on, you're breaking my heart here. But you know what? It makes sense. Philly was the only one who was on the field with me and saw the intensity the Ranger brings.
That's right, I did.
So Philly, baby, I'll get you at forest. Me and you'll take those assassins down like nothing. Be like Luke Skywalker and Yoda going through the forest.
Yeah.
You be the brains, I'll be the muscle.
Yeah.
You and I are living through that situation, buddy. Ranger, out.
I feel safe.
Hey, I love the Rager. I mentioned this yesterday. I can't speak for Vicky, but all I'm saying is his intensity. I think he'd forget about the rest of us and just look after himself.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Sorry, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but when you vomited in the pool, Vicky,
Yes.
How old were you?
Ooh, probably like 8 or
Oh,
something,
okay.
7. I don't know.
That's young. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it was at a birthday party, and I remember it was pink because I think I had drank some cream soda,
Well,
and
if-
I could just picture it dissipating in the pool.
Okay.
Was there pizza involved? Because if you're at
Oh,
most
I'm
birthday
sure.
parties, right, you got some pizza or hot dogs and then a whole bunch of pop, cake, and then you jump in the pool.
Yeah.
Like that's a recipe for a
Yes.
vomit. I'm not even blaming you. Like how did more kids vomit that day?
I don't. Well, I'm kind of that prime example of why you got to wait 30 minutes after you eat to get in the pool.
Well,
maybe.
you would be an example now for some families, but there was some bad parenting going on that day, I'll tell you. And 30 minutes is even pushing it. It was always an hour in my family. But hey, growing up Italian, there was no just like a slice of pizza and a cream soda. Like it was a heavy meal. You probably had to
Yeah.
have an antipasto starter.
That's
You know?
But do you remember being a kid at a birthday party and it was just you're basically given free reign to have all this candy and
Yeah.
cake
Yes.
and pizza, and you just go overboard when there's no one. You're making swamp water with all the sodas, stuff
Sure.
like that. So
No one's checking you.
no,
It's just
exactly.
In normal day-to-day life, someone goes, okay, that's enough. But at a birthday party, it's literally like a badge of honor to get as much food in you and
Yeah.
crap as you possibly can.
And then they send you home with a loot bag. like
No, they send you in the pool. Good luck.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
The hardest part, this is on the text line, the hardest part about this would be diving was trying not to hold your breath too soon. It takes a bit to hit the water, and then how deep you go into the water, you are gasping by the time you get to the surface. So, Joe, just be careful. Don't hold your breath too early.
I'll wear the nose plug, the goggles, the cap, wings. They don't make water wings, you told me, Vicky,
No.
anymore.
Which bothers me. Water wings were a staple, but I guess they were deemed that they...
Well, I guess your arms could be floating. You
Yeah.
could be floating from the shoulders, but your head
Your
goes
head could
under.
go
It just
underneath.
doesn't offer the same support in the water. So they have
Noodle.
the belts along with the water
belt?
wings now.
No.
Well, I'm sure you've seen
Yeah.
kids at the beach or whatever wearing them.
belt?
Yeah, it's kind of it
does it
goes
look
across
like?
the chest.
Like a weightlifting belt? Oh, across the chest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, belt was maybe the wrong term.
As a chest belt.
Yeah, chest belt.
Yeah, I was
Well, it's
thinking
like
like...
It kind of makes the kids look like they're little
vest.
muscular kids, like fake muscles.
It's a vest, isn't it?
It's not really
No?
a vest. I'll
Okay.
find a picture of
Like,
it.
you see people put on like a life vest, right, on the boats. It's not like that.
It doesn't wear as a vest because it does have the water wing component to it, but it's just kind of like a band that
They didn't
goes
go
around.
with the fashion end of this. I'll tell you, noodles, they work. The hardest thing I always found as a non-swimmer is when somebody would say to you, hey, use this like foam device, right? Like a floating device.
Oh, where you
in a
kick?
pool.
Oh, the
And
kickboards.
The paddle.
Kickboards,
The paddle
yeah.
and kickboards are okay. It's when they give you the mattress part and they think you're going to get able to get on this. Like, I think it's just to provide entertainment for everybody else.
It's like getting on a
I
hammock.
can't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe can't do hammocks
I
either.
can't.
Oh, I would love to see that.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ&V into more ears.
Joey Chestnut, how am I just reading about this today? A couple days ago, he was in Toronto for the World Poutine Eating Championship.
Are you not surprised, though, it's not in Quebec? Like
Yeah,
Montreal?
would
Sure.
make more sense.
I
make
would have
more
thought
sense.
so.
Yeah, this is, of course, the hot dog eating champion, the most famous hot dog eater, I would say, of all time, Joey Chestnut.
So how much respect do you think he was getting from poutine regulars coming in there going, oh, wow, now the hot dog guy's stepping into our world? You know what I mean? Like,
Good for him for mixing it up, though.
Oh, yeah.
Hot dogs have got to
Diversity.
get a little boring after a while.
Sure.
could you imagine his agent, Joey, calling a little frustrated, saying, listen, I can't pigeonhole myself any longer with just hot dogs. Is there anything else out there? He goes, well, we got to send you to Toronto. There's a poutine. He might not have known what poutine was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to eat fast, too, because a hot dog is its own vehicle,
Yeah.
right? It's this-
Handheld.
yeah, exactly. It's
Did they do fork? Did they do the fork with this thing?
well,
and
funny you
buy
should
the
ask.
Box or plate or
Participants are not allowed to pour the contents of the poutine into their mouth.
Oh.
And a supervisor from Major League Eating was on hand
oh, that's
to
the top
ensure
shelf company, Major League Eating.
every crumb has to be. So if I'm watching it here, Joey had like fistfuls of the poutine.
Okay,
and he
they're
was,
in their hands.
yeah, and there was
Oh.
some forks involved too. No, it looks like he was using his hands. Yeah, and
Hands only.
You gotta.
That's
yeah.
gross.
So he had wound up having, where is it here? 26.5 pounds of poutine.
What?
How is it laid out for them? Is it just a pile of poutine, or is it a bunch of individual servings?
Individual containers.
Okay, yeah.
A whole
Oh, so
bunch
that's
of,
how it's measured. How
Yeah.
many of those
Right.
containers they went through to get the measurement? That makes sense.
I don't know. Seems to me poutine would be harder.
Well, yeah,
Definitely.
with the gravy, the curds, and the
Fries.
fries.
Potatoes are heavy. Like you're
Wow.
talking.
Well, how heavy can they be? You got gravy to slide them down. Like with the hot dog, you don't get that. They had water, right, with
yes.
the hot dogs.
Oh, and he dunks it in the water?
Yeah.
Oh, disgusting.
Joey
so
Chestnut,
that
man.
How long would you practice something like that to get ready for that competition?
Yeah, the guy. Well, I mean, when
Is it
you
a time thing too?
I don't think at this point in his career he practices. I think it's
Yeah,
kind of.
he's living off his name now.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
I always make sure that I do this before a curbside giveaway weekend. I like reading the rules just in case, people forget or they need a refresher.
Mm-hmm.
Place items at the curb. Got that? Check. Put unwanted reusable items out on the street by the curb in front of your home. Clearly mark all items, Joe, with a free.
Nobody does that.
Got it. They don't do that?
No, maybe from time to time, but usually there isn't a free sign on. So sometimes you hesitate, like, did they mean to put this out?
You gotta put the sign that says free, even if
Yeah.
it's just a piece of paper like duct taped to whatever it is, put the free on there.
Oh, yeah.
I guess sometimes it blows away.
That could be.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. If there's a stack of stuff there, there's a good chance, and it happens to be curbside giveaway, you might just not be really going against the grain here by taking the stuff.
Until your kid leaves
Yes.
their bike on the curb one day, and then there it goes.
Yes.
Remove leftovers. Bring any items that were not given away back inside by dusk on Sunday.
That doesn't happen sometimes.
So there's a lot of ignoring rules here.
Yeah.
What not to give. Do not put out items that are unsafe. Example, baby walkers, items in...
What's a baby walker?
Like
a stroller?
I would think one of those things that you drop the kid in and
let them...
It had the wheels on it and they would run around the house in it. You know, one of those things.
That's dangerous?
I think I don't know if those you can buy those anymore.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think they've been taken off the market.
They're not safetied.
Right.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Okay. Anything infested with bed bugs, don't put it out.
Well, mattresses, I guess, or
couches, furniture can
Gosh,
be.
you would think that they wouldn't have to make that a rule.
I'm-
Who's the person who is going to put a bed bug mattress out and is like, oh, it's against the rules?
You never
Better
know.
Not.
We can't put that out, honey. Why? It's got the bed bugs on it. So yeah, it must have happened, right? Somebody got bed bugs from giveaway
Yeah.
weekend.
Oh, for sure.
I think just on any giveaway, you know what I mean? If you've left a mattress out there, because people don't usually just use the 2 weekends. Once in a while, you're driving down your block and you see a little free. Oh, okay.
Yeah, totally.
And mattresses just typically get chucked in back alleys frequently anyway. Like
Yeah.
it's not, you don't need a giveaway weekend to see a mattress lying there, especially apartment buildings.
Yeah.
You'll see them outside like, oh, somebody will take this. I'll just dump it out back of my apartment.
But it could be a couch too. Like people are weary about mattresses, but when it comes to furniture, they're a little more, willing to take it.
That's
but
right.
That could have bed bugs too.
So do you know how to inspect for bed bugs?
No.
On a couch if you're going to take one?
I have no
Lift the
idea.
cushions?
I'll tell you, I left out a big ass recliner, like an oversized recliner one time. And a couple of kids came and grabbed it and carried it around the block. They had a fort they were building. I was so proud to know that this thing was going to get used in like a fort they were building. That was the one item that I thought was at least a decent enough. It was a beat up chair by this point, right? But
and they used it on a fort.
I loved it.
Tremendous. Okay, and this is another key one.
You can see the bed bugs, people are saying.
Oh, you can actually.
I don't
They're
know.
pretty small. It kind of depends on the coloring
I'm sure you'll
of the
feel
item
them
too,
at some
I think.
point.
On
All
your-
right, I'll sit down here for a bit. Woo.
I didn't know they are. I agree with Vicki. They're hard to find a little bit though. You
I
gotta.
think they're kind of like a
Yes.
beige color that can blend into things.
It's usually after you paid, $12.99 for a hotel room. That's when you usually find.
Yeah. There's nothing. I've never had that experience at a hotel, but that can't be fun.
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh,
couldn't
wow.
get out of there fast enough. I bet.
It was in New Jersey, if you can believe it.
Really?
Yeah.
And so, do you always? We're getting off topic, but what the hell? Do you always inspect when you first
The blue
thing?
light.
You know
Like,
what? I don't, but I should.
Yeah.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Speaking of the blue light, sometimes you don't want to know.
Yeah,
but
true.
No, I don't really think about it.
My wife inspects the beds, the mattresses for bed bugs immediately when we get into a hotel.
Really?
Yeah. We don't want that nonsense.
Baby walkers are coming up a lot on the Boston Pizza text line. Some are saying not available in Canada anyway, but can purchase in the U.S. still.
They
The
were
baby
fun.
walkers.
Like they looked fun for babies. Like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember because you're a baby, so you don't remember how fun they were. But they look fun when kids are in them.
Okay,
well,
but
it
let's
gives them
be
the
honest.
freedom, right?
Are there anybody, is there like a curbside cop group that are walking around going, these people right here, you can't be doing the baby walkers. Like, you know
ma'am.
what I mean? I'm sure if you got one, put it out there.
We're gonna need to talk to you, ma'am, about the baby walker on your front lawn. And finally, we'll throw this out there: follow all traffic laws. Do not walk or drive on private lawns or gardens. Yeah.
I got to get there first.
Don't be ripping up on someone's.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, TalkSpace is here for you. Plus, TalkSpace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to TalkSpace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at TalkSpace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at TalkSpace.com.
On, Joe.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Funny story. Well, that's how it starts here on the text line. A guy I knew had a refrigerator, so he had a free sign on it in the front yard for giveaway weekend. It sat there for 2 weeks. No one would take it. And then he finally put a for sale sign on it, and it got stolen the next day.
Some value.
Isn't that how it works? Finding out this morning, though, Vicki, like you were right into this, though. Like, you'll walk around on giveaway weekend. You'll find items. You'll see items like maybe that other people don't see value in. Like, this is something you take part in.
I find it interesting just to look and see what people are putting out. And sometimes, I've picked up some shelves just for the shed when you don't need something super nice, but you need something practical. That's been good. And a couple times I've seen, like, those play kitchens that you can get.
Yeah.
I'll take them and clean them off and sell them on Facebook Marketplace for not that much, like $20, $25.
Got a little side biz
Whatever.
going on here.
Sure.
That's wild. Good
Kind
for
of
you.
a hobby. Well, people do it with furniture, right? They refurnish and then sell.
I don't have
right?
those
So
skills. I can just wash a
wash them
dollhouse.
down and wash a dollhouse. You know what my dad used to do is grab like some electronics, like a radio, because he liked to tinker and just fix them.
That's neat.
So
would
it was
love to
more
have
of a
that skill,
hobby
yeah.
thing than anything else. But it is funny that you bring up the refrigerator because there is always going to be that one spot where you see that 76-inch television that came in a cabinet with a stereo that's still sitting out there. You know no one's going to take it, and you're still going to have to call the city to remove it at some point. But you're just hoping. It took 3 of you to get it out there.
That's the worst is when you have to bring in the thing you thought you were
Yes.
rid of for good. That's why people leave it out for another week.
Yeah, well, they only gave us 2 days, the damn city. I'm going to keep it out here until it's gone. I pay property tax.
Well, Vicki, because I say that I'll go out, but I know I won't. If you see a dolly, I could use a dolly.
Like to move things around
Like for
with?
moving
Okay.
things around.
I'll watch for it.
Yeah, mine doesn't work anymore. It's got it had the tires that you have to inflate, and they don't. I can't put
That's
air in
the
them
killer,
anymore.
right? The tire that when you got to change a tire on a dolly
I'm not doing that.
or a wheelbarrow.
Right.
So we're going to get you a new one. Princess Auto. if she can't find you one, we're going to get you a new one.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Almost 30%. So 1/3 of people like to do this while cooking dinner.
1/3 of people like to do this while cooking dinner. Good morning, City. Go ahead.
I would say listen to music.
Listen to music is not on the list. Not on the list. Thank you. But something along
There was
the
some
musical,
hesitation there, yeah. Is
Yeah,
that a
well,
hint,
because there's a
kinda?
musical, well, yeah, but it's not the number one answer.
Okay.
Good morning, City.
Can I get Philly?
What percentage again like to do this?
30%. I think my wife's just texting me, and before I even look at it, is probably saying, what would you know about cooking dinner?
They like
She actually got the answer right.
She did?
Yeah.
Wow. Talk on the phone.
That's number 5.
Good guess.
Phil,
yeah.
good one.
In the ballpark. All right. That makes me feel good. Leonard Skinner, tickets on the line, 780 City, 780-2484. Hello.
Hi, good morning. I need a lifeline.
Philly or Vicki?
Vicki.
I like to do this. Watch a show.
Believe it or not on the list.
Really?
That's a great answer, though. I'm with you on that.
Those open concept kitchens are nice. You got the TV on.
Yeah.
Or you're still old school and you have the mini monitor right there on the counter next to the margarita maker and the toaster and the coffee maker.
780 City, hi.
Hey, can I get a lifeline?
Philly or Vicki?
Philly.
They like to dance.
3.
Oh, jeez.
Like to dance to a little music while they're cooking.
Sure, that's fun.
A little
The reason
this,
I
a little
guess,
that.
yeah, I know you guys got a very, like, Christy likes to dance.
Oh, you know me. That
you-
kitchen floor becomes the dance floor in my house.
Have you ever seen Joe dance?
I don't think
Vicki,
I have.
Christmas
No.
party.
Really?
He can move. Underrated.
I believe it.
He's busting my balls right now is what he's doing.
You're a pretty good dancer. I'm dead serious.
Now we're pretty good. We went from good to
Well.
pretty good, and pretty soon it's
He
going to
doesn't
be...
want to put the bar too high, right?
Pretty soon it's going to be... I was totally surprised. He was breathing pretty heavy about 30 seconds into Born to Be Alive by Patrick Hernandez. But
Perfect song choice, by
We
the way.
were on
I love
defibrillator alert, but still, you looked pretty good.
Phil was standing next to the wall right next to the damn thing.
Yeah, I'm a
Those
fire.
weren't dance moves. They were just convulsions.
Yes.
Hi, City.
Hey there.
Hey, you got a guess?
How about singing?
Singing is number 2, believe it or not. Yeah.
We're all over it.
Yeah.
780 City. Good morning.
I'm going to say have a glass of wine.
Yeah. 30% of people like to have a drink, actually, while they're cooking. Singing, dancing was in there. Snack on something while they're actually cooking, like grab, a little bit of cheese here or whatever.
Yeah.
And then being on the phone was number 5. Yeah. Having a drink. 30% of people said they like to do that while cooking dinner.
The Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
Yes. Over, under, one of our favorite games. Playing today for 2 tickets New Year's Eve and maize and corn passes.
You got it. Toque tickets will be going on sale. The pre-sale is the word Canadian if you want to purchase. I talked to some people yesterday going, wow, usually you don't make New Year's Eve plans this far in advance, but they had to because the show will sell out.
It's kind of nice. It takes the pressure off of making those plans later, last minute.
Definitely agree. So here's the deal. It's my turn to guess who these facts are about. So I have a collection of facts in front of me, 6 of them, and I got to read them and then say, that's got to be Vicki or that's got to be Joe.
So you got to text 762-555, the Boston Pizza text line right now, 4.5 on the over and under. I feel a lot of confidence
Wow.
that Phil Aubrey's going to get the job done. If you think he will do better, then you mention over, okay, on 4.5. Over will get the job done. Under 4.5, that means you don't have that much confidence in the Red Dragon.
I'm nervous. Okay, I once smashed a window with my bare hands. I'm going to say Vicki Shea.
Correct, yes.
What?
1 for
I was
1.
trying to scare off a bird, and I was kind of banging on the window, and it shattered.
You didn't get cut up or anything too
Just
bad.
the tiniest
Oh,
scratch. It was
thank
fine,
God.
yeah.
You hear some bad stories.
Yeah, no kidding.
Totally.
It could be dangerous. Okay, 1 for 1. I have 17 pairs of shoes. See, I'm thinking, common sense would say that's Vicki, but I know JoJo has a fantastic shoe collection. Joe Aiello has 17 pairs of shoes.
The Red Dragon's off to a great start.
I have way more than 17.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
go like 60, Vicki. Yeah?
Probably. I haven't counted.
2 for 2. Been in 7 car accidents. Only 1 was my fault. Vicki.
Because I'm a woman driver?
No.
The truth comes
Did I get that
out.
wrong?
That's wrong. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The key there is 7 accidents, only 1 has been my fault.
Wow.
6, that's just called unlucky.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's a lot of MPI appointments.
All right, here we go. Moving on.
1
now,
wrong.
And I'm in trouble with Vicki. Me and my partner were both born in the same hospital. Let's go with, that seems like a Vicki fact.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
I'm thinking I would have known that about Joe by now with how long I've known him. Okay.
Women's Hospital, years apart. But
The Pavilion.
Sure.
Wasn't it called the Women's Pavilion back in the day?
Was it?
I think so.
So do
okay.
I have 3 of 4 now?
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
1 wrong.
I once sat in a kitchen with Carmen Electra. I wish it was me, but let's
You
go
weren't
Vicki.
thinking kitchen either.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, yeah.
I was an extra in a movie, and she was in the movie. And
cool.
between shots, it was just me and her in the kitchen.
Was she nice?
She didn't talk to me.
Yeah. Oh, you were an extra.
I
you were
wasn't
just
allowed
an
to talk to
extra.
her.
So you're an extra. How's life?
She's so tiny, though.
Yeah?
She's the tiniest little person.
That's a 5. You hit it.
I hit her?
The
Yeah,
Red
there you
Dragon.
go.
Only one wrong.
Do you want me to do the last one here?
Sure.
Modeled in a fashion show. Joe.
Yeah. Back when I was 21. Yeah.
What kind of fashion show was it?
Not a good one if they had me as a model. I can tell you that.
That's over under.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
As tends to happen with the Boston Pizza text line, we can fall behind. We get a lot of text messages every morning, and there's always a lot going on. But I like to. It's nice to revisit it throughout the morning and go, oh, we didn't get to this, we didn't get to that. And there are a few text messages asking about things we've been doing in the past couple of weeks, and are there any updates?
Yeah, people want some follow-ups. First of all, Chris says, hey, I was a little late getting into listening to the show yesterday. I never heard. Did you get a bucket of chicken for breakfast?
Next week.
Didn't.
That's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Guaranteed on the program. We will have that off the bucket list right there. A KFC bucket of chicken.
Yeah, it came up through
with gravy.
Someone talking about the KFC gravy.
Oh, that's what it was.
And then we were all like...
24 hours a day, we found out some of them were open, and we said, well, then for sure.
And Joe was like, I'm getting a bucket. And just some things happened this week. We never did get to it. But it's on the agenda. Like, as you just heard, Joe's next week, we will get
chicken, fries, gravy, buns, maybe a macaroni salad. I don't know. What more do you want for breakfast? That's a lot.
Speaking of food, somebody said, I tried that dude's recipe this morning with peanut butter on my blueberry pancakes. Game changer. For sure was the best pancake I ever had.
Okay. I'm going to do it this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Peanut butter on the pancakes, because usually at some point we do some pancakes in the house. And I don't need much of an excuse to make them, but now that I want to sample peanut butter instead of butter, I'm going to try it.
The kids are going to love that.
They will, yeah.
It does make sense, though, doesn't it? Like trying different things on a pancake, but peanut butter. I'm not a big pancake guy, but I'd never heard of that before.
Well,
So
I mean, you put it on toast.
That's
it's kind
what
of
I mean.
A bread product.
Yeah, that's
sorta.
what I'm saying.
It would take a lot to ruin pancakes. Like,
I would think.
by the time you get butter or peanut butter and a bunch of syrup, like, it's going to be good.
And the last one, you guys haven't spoken about Joe's Hotel of Horror or Alone in a Hotel in a while.
Yeah.
That needs to happen.
I'm still
You
working on it. Absolutely. It's been a busy time for me right now, but that is going to be my
Well, you gotta pitch
my
it.
side
You
hustle.
gotta- you go- who you gotta pitch
I got to
it
set
to?
up some meetings.
This would be a great...
Well, if I say that now, someone,
Better trademark it first.
don't worry about that, Vicki. That stuff's already happening. I got lawyers in play already.
And
Alone. ...
In a hotel.
In a hotel.
And it's like a whole bunch of adventures.
Don't even bother trying to trademark it, people. It's already taken care of. Alone. ... In a hotel.
And do you star in it? I think you need to star
Well,
in
I
it.
think I'm going to host it, but I'd like to bring you guys in as special guests.
Executive producer.
I'm a team guy.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I'll get you an executive
I want to star
director,
in it.
Toll. Yeah, I know. You're going to
be in it. Yeah.
He's becoming a problem already with this idea.
What a diva.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicki, lock it into 92.1 City weekday morning 6 to 10.